Hey guys, it's Lisa Fajkus here with Team Lone Star Disc, and here's my in the bag video. And I'm gonna start with my putters. Some of my favorite things to throw right now is my pennies, and I'm carrying 2 of these in V2 plastic. Something I noticed about these is like they're dead straight. They have a little finish on them, but just gotta get them up in the air and really throw them. I tell myself, throw the disc. Like if you don't throw it hard, probably don't have a chance to get in. But if you throw these nice, hard and true, they're great flyers. They're working really well for me. Loving those for my like pure putting disc. And if it gets a little windy, or maybe if I'm a little farther away from the basket, I do like to reach for a JACKRABBIT in the V2 plastic, and it's a little bit more stable in the air. So just knowing that, I can kind of play those lines, especially when it's a little windy. I can count on the disc to carry that and hold true. Moving on to some throwing putters, and so we got the COPPERHEAD. Is my first throwing putter, and it's definitely very controllable. I like it for there's this little approach shots, gives me a little lift at it. I like to reach for this disc or even the JACKRABBIT. So I'm kind of playing with those for like those little throwing shots that you just want to get it nice and snug to the basket. And then more of like a real throwing putter, I really am liking this penny putter in the Bravo plastic. And I can really like give this one a good amount of force from my throws, and it's gonna hold a really straight line and then ante a little bit off at the end. So really predictable flight. It actually goes pretty far, and it's really fun to throw this one. So moving on now, I got some mid-ranges coming out. My most flippy mid-range right now is the Lone Wolf, and this one's really fun to throw. What you really want to do is aim way left, throw it dead straight, and it's gonna fade. It's gonna turn really nice and gently just the whole time after it kind of starts on that straight line. So it's a really fun like point disc, and counting on that like opposite flight. It's really nice to have a disc like this in the bag. So, and moving on, let's see. Probably one step above the Lone Wolf is going to be my BB6. I got this one in a Bravo plastic. So fun to throw. It's a little straighter, basically on the same flight and line than the Lone Wolf. Just like a nice subtle turn, and it's really controllable. You probably see myself using this a lot in the woods, hitting gaps and trying to kind of maneuver those trees. So really great disc here. And next is those more like true mid-range discs. They're kind of like in between. And so right here, really loving the MIDDY. The MIDDY here is an alpha plastic. This is one of my favorite discs to throw, like out of my whole bag. When I release it from my hand, it has like such a nice smooth release. Flies really great, and then it just has that consistent finish where you get that little hyzer at the end. So this is like, for me, it's like my straight to hyzer mid-range, and when I pick it up, I have so much confidence that it's gonna go where I want it to. So I'm really digging this one. And then next, to kind of play on the MIDDY, we got the Texas Ranger, and this one is actually in Founders plastic, so super cool. And this one, it plays off the MIDDY by going a little straighter. I can get it to even turn over if I need to, but depending on the angle, just kind of like, I like those little dead straight shots. It does have a little finish, but not quite what you get on the MIDDY. So they contrast each other really nicely. And I got one more. This is the newest disc I put in my bag. They're all pretty new, but this is the newest one, the Harpoon. And I do have this in nice Bravo plastic. You see it's like bendable. It's really Bravo, nice and stable plastic. This disc happens to be like dead straight. So I'm loving the sidearm for this right now. If I'm needed to just pinpoint the basket on a line, this is gonna just go, and then no fade or turn. It's just gonna like keep going and then land nice and straight. So the Harpoon has been really fun to throw. Need to check it out for backhand a little bit more, but it's really feeling good on the sidearm right now, and I like how it fits like in my fingers right here. It's kind of a low profile disc. It's a very low profile disc, and it feels good in my hand, so I like that. Next is a really awesome disc. you don't really want, you always want like a really overstable fairway. So that's the Chupacabra right here. And I got this one also in the Bravo plastic. This is a 169 gram. Most of those are like gonna be closer to max weight. I just really love to have this like disc for sidearms mostly. Put it nice and wide, have it come back, hyzer in for me. Even on the backhand, it's not gonna go very far, but it's gonna be predictable. It's always gonna be like that nice hyzer swooping shot. And yeah, this is a good one for like approaching the basket all the time. And a little bit like a step up, I say, from the Chupacabra is gonna be my Lone Star Disc Mad Cats. I'm bagging 2 right now, really digging the Mad Cat. I got a Bravo and I got an Alpha. Since they're a little bit different, the Bravo tends to be more stable, but you know, this one is pretty stable, and then this one's gonna be a little straighter for me. These things are gonna give me that consistent, longer flight than the Chupacabra. It's gonna give me that longer flight with the fade at the end that the Chupacabra like can't reach. And so these are really, really awesome discs. Yeah, a nice long, like smooth approach shot. So next is gonna be the Mockingbird, the Kaka. And I love this disc because it flies so like smooth out of the hand. I see a lot of my fellow pro teammates throwing this disc. And so I know it's a really great disc. Dead straight, gives you a little turn up, so much glide, it just wants to keep going. It's really fun to throw. So this is like a staple right here in my bag. I'm definitely gonna grab another one. Right now I only have this Alpha plastic one. Definitely want to get a Bravo and maybe more Alphas too to stack a few in the bag to have like a variety all the time. It's a good one. Play off of that a bit, the Mockingbird. If I want something that is gonna be more turning, if I want more turn than the Mockingbird, I can reach for something like a Dome. And same kind of a little faster, but same fairway speed type disc. And this one is going to be that nice turn up for me. It's going to give me that nice turn up, and it can even keep turning. So it's that subtle turn up for me. A lot more turn up than the Mockingbird, but they're nice and comparable there, and they go together nicely. So my next disc is another fairway. This is going to be my kind of like a longer, straighter fairway, the Lariat. Really fun disc to throw, can really get it out there. It's going to hold the line just a little bit more stable, I'd say, than the Mockingbird. So it's a little more like truer to just staying on that flight and coming back left a little more. I can counter it for that. But yeah, this is another staple in the bag. It's a really like friendly flyer. One of the first discs I really loved, I mean, from Lone Star, and yeah, so I can see myself throwing this disc quite a bit this year. So, all right, we've made it to the big fast drivers. I don't carry too many of them. So like I have a little bit slower arm speed, and so I like to throw my flippy discs too. And for my go-to right now, my staple in my bag, it's definitely my tumbleweed. It's a speed 10 disc. It's got a lot of glide, a lot of turn, and a little gentle fade, not too much at the end, but a little bit. And in the Alpha plastic here, this is my Tour Series disc. You can get this online or at the pro shops, or find me. I'll have these on me. But these are awesome. You're gonna love it. So much distance, just like that fun distance too. Kind of pop it up on a hyzer and it goes. It just stands up, goes, and the Bravo and this plastic, this one actually is a little bit flippy compared to this Alpha. So I'd like to definitely have a little more flippy version of my tumbleweed and then a straighter tumbleweed. And these go together perfect. This is my favorite driver. If the wind is low, if it's agreeable at all, I'm gonna be throwing the tumbleweed a lot. And I'm probably gonna be bagging way more tumbleweeds. Right now I got 2 in the bag. That's enough for now. So one step up from the tumbleweed is gonna be my curl. And I got the Bravo curl. Definitely want to add another curl in the bag. This is something that's pretty nice speed for me, and a good stability as well. So it's like another step up if I need a little bit more than the tumbleweed provides. Maybe if I'm fighting the wind, or if I need to finish harder left, I can get the same kind of distance, but pull out a curl. and I really feel good about like how it's gonna fly. So, okay, last but not least, I got the big gun, and this is a new disc, and I really love how it flies. I'm throwing it on sidearms, backhands. I can trust it that it's gonna fight the wind. This is gonna be my Bravo bayonet, and wow, it's such a pretty disc, such an awesome disc. Good amount of glide. I really like how it kind of stands up straight for me and then has a great finish. Consistent when you need something overstable, something that's gonna fight but still, you know, get you that good distance. I'm pulling out my bayonet. So that's basically my whole bag. That was the last disc. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching my In the Bag. Hope to see you guys a lot on tour this year. I'll be out all year repping Lone Star discs. Thanks, guys.